سلام بچه ها، خوش اومدید به پارت جدید ترسناک فان چنل من، در واقع چنل خودتون. یه شنبه یه ویدیو خیلی خفن داریم با دیا، یه ویدیو دیگه هم با دیا گرفتیم، لینکش این بالاست. اگه ندیدی همین الان برو ببین ویدیو شنبه رو بترکونید تا بازم با دیا براتون ویدیو بذارم. یه ویدیوی ترسناک فوق العاده جدیه. بریم سراغ ویدیوی ترسناک فان خفنمون که پارت سوم اسکوید گیم.
I don't know if I will ever be able to forgive myself for what happened recently, or what I made happen. This is my first year in college, and I am a murderer in the eyes of the entire college already. I have been a highly competitive individual since childhood. I love taking dares, accepting challenges, as they give me an adrenaline rush. Without caring, I have gone to extremes just to win a challenge for the sake of popularity among friends. And this stupid mindset has landed me in this awful situation that I am now in. My father always screamed at me whenever I failed to say, "This world has two kinds of people, winners and losers. You decide who you want to be, Andrew." Growing up, this toxic masculinity grew in me so deep that I forgot the most important meaning of life is humanity. I have been a popular kid wherever I went. When I joined college, I immediately made a lot of friends. We partied hard and were always looking for something fun. It felt like my life is one of those teenage dramas where I am the main character and the handsome hero. There was a love interest as well. Her name was Tatsumi. She was the prettiest Korean girl I have ever seen in my life. Hence, not only me, but many guys were also desperate to get her attention. Among them was one of the most annoying ones, Jackson, aka Jack. Jack and I were arch rivals. If anyone could give me top-level competition, it was him. And many people took advantage of our tussles by enjoying it like reality shows. Anyways, so last week, we got invited to a friend's house who threw a huge pool party. Everyone was getting drunk, jumping in the pool, dancing like Tatsumi was sitting on the poolside wearing a red t-shirt with cute denim shorts. She looked gorgeous like always. As our eyes met, she smiled at me, and I walked up to her. Hey, enjoying the party? Well, not much. It's boring. Maybe I can make it interesting for you. Really? We were having this flirtatious conversation when from nowhere, Jack popped up holding 2 beers. He looked at me with his cunning eyes and said, "Where are your manners, Andrew? There's a beautiful girl right in front of you, and you didn't even offer her a drink." No doubt he caught me off guard, and I got pretty embarrassed. Tatsumi took the beer bottle from his hands, and I could see her smirking. Honestly, now I realize how she was dodging both of us at the same time. She enjoyed so much attention. Some people just love it when others go crazy about them. And that's exactly what I was. Crazy about her. But this uncalled entry of Jack and his sly remarks set fire in my mind immediately. I gave him a pissed look and said, "Well, we must stack the beers for the night because this is your old strategy to look cool in front of girls. But I don't blame you. With that face, you need to go an extra mile to impress them." The entire crowd started laughing like crazy, and Jack's face turned red with this unexpected insult. I walked away from there and sat in the lounge area with my other friends. I wanted to take my mind off Tatsumi, so I started chatting with them. I saw 2 people watching a web series and talking highly about it. That's how I came to know about Squid Game. The episode they were watching was quite groovy. 2 separate groups of men were playing tug of war on a high-rise platform. Whoever wins ends up pulling the opponent's team to such an extent that they fall off that high place. Everyone saw how fascinating this show is when Tatsumi said, "Well, I wish we could play some games too. This party is so boring otherwise." As soon as she said it, Jack came right in front of me and said, "Wanna play tug of war?" I smiled and said, "Stop making everything about you and me, Jack. There are other people in this party as well." Whoo-hoo. Looks like somebody got scared. Are you worried that I'll beat you in it, Andrew? I mean, I understand. Tug of war is about physical strength after all. Jack was taller than me, but I wasn't some skinny dude either. I played basketball my entire life, so I'm well confident about my strength as well. Jack went on dissing me like he always does, and for some time, I did ignore him. I would have done this the entire time, but suddenly he made a very weird announcement. Jack walked straight up to my face and said, "Whoever wins will get to go on a date with Tatsumi."
Tatsumi,
I hope you don't mind this. Absolutely not. I also want to see who wins. Only if Andrew decides to take part in this. At that very moment, I realized what a vixen she is. She was ready to make one of us feel embarrassed after this stupid challenge just to be the talk of the town. I decided I will defeat Jack first and then slam the refusal of going on a date right on Tatsumi's face. I took off my t-shirt, revealing my perfectly shaped abs, and said, "Fine, bring it on." Everyone in the party started cheering and screaming. Tug of war, tug of war, tug of war. Jack took off his shirt as well, and one friend brought a big rope from the garden shed into the lounge. The rules were simple. Jack and I will be standing face to face, keeping the pool between us. To win, one has to pull the opponent in such a way that he falls into the pool. There will be 3 rounds, and the one with the maximum points will win the game. As decided, Jack and I took our positions. One friend blew a party horn, and we started to pull each other like crazy. Struggling for 5 minutes, I made a sudden jerk, which led Jack to lose his grip, and he fell into the pool, making a huge splash. And Tatsumi sipped her beer like she was a princess watching 2 men fighting for her. Jack came out of the pool drenched in water and screamed, "Good one, Andrew, but the game has just started." I was thinking to score the next round and finishing this nuance once and for all, but a change of plan occurred. Due to overconfidence, my hand slipped and Andrew dunked me into the pool, scoring the tie.
Yes.
The competition was neck to neck, and I was becoming furious now. The 3rd round was like a life and death situation for me. To hell with Tatsumi. I can't lose to this guy. He is a jerk, and I don't want to spend my entire college year listening to his bragging about how he defeated me in tug of war. A sinister idea came to my mind. I noticed the sharp pointy metal fence standing right behind Jack. The tip of those fences was like a series of knives peeping to cut the wind passing by. Someone in the back of my mind spoke in an evil voice. "Do it, Andrew. This game is real life. Teach him a lesson." I grabbed the rope real tight, and as soon as the horn honked, I started to pull. I pulled with all my strength in the beginning so that Jack also puts his entire energy into pulling me. I knew how desperate he was to overthrow me from the popular boy tag. When his energy was at its peak and I could see him sweating for trying so hard, I acted as if the rope slipped away from my hand. The sudden counteraction, followed by the very common laws of physics, made Jack drift back in friction. He couldn't control his body weight and fell right on the sharp edges of the metal fences. 2 pointy tips pierced right through his eyes, spraying brain matter that dripped on the ground. He didn't even get the chance to scream or suffer as his soul left his body right away. Everyone was screaming like crazy, and Tatsumi broke into tears seeing this horrifying scene. The paramedics were called. The cops came as well. Many of our friends were shooting the game, hence, whatever happened got caught into their camera. I am still facing some legal troubles, as Jack's parents have set up a lawyer blaming me. I made it happen. But the footage was mostly focused on Jack, hence no one could notice my evil deed. Being the rich kid, I'm pretty sure my dad will get me out of this without any trouble, but every night, as I go to bed, I could see Jack standing near me with his eyes hanging over his cheeks. He never speaks, never makes a sound, just stands there to remind me. Only I know. I don't know how I will make him go, but I'm not giving my confession either. My psychiatrist says this is just my mind playing tricks on me. I don't know how long I will be able to cope if he continues visiting me like this in the middle of the night.
پشما آقا جک واقعا پسر اندرو واقعا نامردی کرد، یعنی نباید خب تنابو ول میکرد، خواست در واقع فن خود اسکوید گیم رو بزنه ولی اونجا اتفاق بدی شد. ببین سر یه دختر آدمای ضعیف
خبرها فریاد نمیزنند.
بچه‌ها مرسی، واقعا مرسی که در این ویدیو همراه هم بودید. امیدوارم از دیدن ویدیو لذت برده باشید. اگر خوشتون اومد لایک کنید، اگر هم خوشتون نیومد ویدیو یک شنبه رو بهتره کنید، چون یه ویدیو فوق‌العاده داریم. عاشقتونم بچه‌ها. ماچ یو